an update on what? On a 75-gallon with sump that's been empty and running for a whole year, almost a year anyway. All I'm going to talk about now is the water, which is well water. Last winter it would turn cloudy, and then the calcium would precipitate out, and then it would turn crystal clear again, and then over and over, billowing clouds of white, milky white, that would never go away. Well, that happened several times. I emptied the tank when that happened, just siphoned it out and refilled it, and then it would be clear for a few weeks, and it would happen again. Well, that happened several times over the course of several months, well, longer, 6 months, and it finally stopped happening. A little calcium will precipitate out, but there's a little in there now. There's also some specks of rust because I was using an angle grinder, and all the little bits were flying into the aquarium. Of course, I didn't have enough sense to cover anything or grind in a different direction. Had that happen once before, and the whole aquarium and sump turned orange. Why? Well, because of these. The pumps. It wasn't the pump that was a problem, it was the Harbor Freight garbage, supposedly stainless steel hose clamp, which completely rusted away to nothing. In the next video or two, I'll be using these two pumps. The blue one is an Aqueon, and the front one is a Pond Master. And the Pond Master pump is rated, well, I don't care what it's rated at. Well, it's rated at 700 gallons an hour. The actual flow rate, as measured here at that fitting, just pouring out, straight out, is 425 gallons an hour. That blue Aqueon pump back there, which comes up there, discharges there. My actual flow rate is 225 gallons per hour. So I can run the pumps at 425, 225, or 650 gallons an hour. And I'll talk about that in the next video. Curiously, that filter media, which is for gross matter, plugs. That's been in there about 6 weeks, and it's completely plugged, well, almost completely plugged. You can tell because it's overflowing that section. Normally, it runs about a ½ inch higher than the skimmer chamber. Plugged. With what? I can only assume it's bacteria. There's nothing else in the tank but bacteria. And I know there's bacteria in it because everything's slimy. All the plastic in the pump is slimy. The weir is slimy. The glass isn't because I've wiped it down several times. But everything in the sump is slimy. This pump I just have running to circulate the water, just to keep it all mixed up. So, yeah, in the next video I'll talk about the 3 overflows I built. That is the original Schedule 40 1-inch durso overflow. The one on the tank now is a 1-inch, but it's thin wall. It's not rated for temperature, high temp, or pressure. And the last durso overflow is that one, which is 1 1/4 inch Schedule 40. I'll talk about the different flow rates and the head pressure that they require to produce flow. Yeah, I'm back to using this weir. Anyway, not much of educational value in that video, but it'll explain things that are coming up.